reason for it's important to have minerals in the feed is that they all have specific jobs. It takes iron and copper to transport oxygen from the lungs into the bloodstream, from there to the cells. You've got to regulate the pH balance in the horse's system, just like the Tums are regulating the pH or the acidity level in your own stomach. You have to do it with cattle and horses and all animals. And it takes potassium chloride, which is salt, and sodium chloride, which is another form of salt. It's your table salt. But it takes those two minerals to do that job. You have to activate the enzyme system. Okay, it's more important now. You're seeing it. It's important that these minerals be in a feed. It takes calcium, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, manganese, iron, and zinc to do this job. Now, minerals and vitamins have an interrelationship with each other. We call that being synergistic. That's not a test question, but that's just to emphasize how this works. You add what vitamin to milk to enhance the utilization of calcium?
D.
Vitamin D, that's right. So you'll look on your milk carton and they put that in there because it helps to utilize it. And so they have a definite relationship, and that takes calcium and phosphorus, copper and selenium to do that. So here again, you look at that feed tag and say, are these present? Yes, they are, so then you're in good shape. You have to develop a good skeletal formation and maintain a good skeleton on a horse. Young colts, a lot of times, are pushed to futurity too soon because money is what makes people do things. And the sooner you can get a colt on the market, the sooner you get money for it, and you can get the horse bred back and you can raise another colt. But if you raise a colt too fast and don't develop good skeletal muscles, the skeleton and muscles as they grow up, then you get a situation where you have a lot of bone problems, even breaking bones. Vitamins are very important as well. They're essential for development of normal tissue, for metabolic activity, and if you supplement the diet with vitamins, this is a good test question. You do it on a daily basis because they're water soluble. Most of them are water soluble. What they eat that day goes in from the gut, the bloodstream, to the cells. What the cells use is fine. The rest goes back into your lymph system, to the kidneys, and out in the urine. It's gone for the day. So you must supplement on a daily basis to get the optimum use out of this feed. Okay, vitamins are important in the maintenance and the health of your vascular system in the horse. Now, what are your capillaries? They're out in the ends of your extremities, in your hands and in your feet, and they're in the most distant part of a horse's blood system is in its feet. And you'll see on your work as you begin to take classes that you have vertical tubules in the horse's hoof. They're microscopic, but they are the blood and nutrient transport system in the horse's hoof. The health of this vascular system is very important. These capillaries need to function well, and vitamin A is very important in that. It has to do with the epithelial cell walls of your reproductive system, of your hair and skin coat. If a horse's reproductive system is in good shape, conception rates improve, so their nutrition is important. So, but when the horse, the intestines get blocked, the horses produce some acid in the stomach. This gets into the bloodstream, causes these capillaries to constrict. These capillaries down here won't let the blood flow, and then this portion dies down here. And this deep flexor tendon is pulling on this coffin bone all the time. There's a lot of tension there all the time. When this dies out here in this laminae, it rotates that around. That's where you get this term called rotation. Sometimes this point of this coffin bone will drop down through the sole. The other part that happens up here, you get a bulge out here at the top where this coffin bone rounds out and pushes out at the top. And your clients will say, what will nutrition do for a foundered horse? Well, it'll help grow that back. It won't unrotate a coffin bone, but it'll help make it strong where you got a good sound horse. Maybe not the prettiest foot in the world for the show, but it'll be a good sound horse. Vitamin D is important in bone formation, and it enhances the use of calcium. This is your synergistic deal again. And phosphorus in absorption from the renal tubules, from these capillaries, helps this calcium to transfer across the cell wall. Vitamin E is essential in muscle structure, which is, of course, is related to the hoof moving. If that muscle isn't moving, or telling that hoof to move, you're not going to go anywhere. We talked a little bit about, here's a graph on where you got heavy selenium in the country. Now, we balance our supplements where they can be fed anywhere in the country. But the cross-hatched areas are where you have low levels of selenium, so they need extra fortification. In the center of the United States, we have heavy selenium. Too much selenium or too little selenium will give you sloughy hoofs, the whole hoof wall will come off, hair coats look bad, so selenium is very important. It's highly regulated by the FDA and how much you can put in a product, but selenium must be there at the proper level.
Hey gang, I'm Ralph Casey.
And I'm Link Casey.
You know, as the owner of a farrier school, we get hundreds of letters for individuals that would like to see what goes on here. And plus at the Research Center, for the first time we're offering a free DVD just for the asking that tours not only the school but the Research Center. And hey, remember, it's free.
It is. It's free. It's me.